Good day, happy travelers. Today we are talking about cruise deals that can be found pre-President's Day. And that's an important distinction because we have been keeping track of prices all the way back to before Black Friday. And all these little numbers that you see on the spreadsheet, they turn into, yes, graphs. Easier to read, but it's important to show because these numbers here are before Black Friday. And then when Black Friday sales hit, magic. It's sales time, but the prices went up. Then it went down before Cyber Monday. Then Cyber Monday hit, boom, magic. It goes back up. Travel Tuesday, prices went up. Christmas, prices went up. New Year's, prices stayed elevated. And now that we are away from the holidays, prices are starting to recede. However, we have a holiday coming up. So the purpose of today is to show you the state of the industry because as we look at the marketing machine, Carnival's having a sale. Royal Caribbean's having a sale, and there's a timer. It creates anxiety. I'm anxious just looking at this. I'm going to lose up to $800 off. Norwegian Cruise Lines up to Valentine's Day. You got 3 days. 3 days isn't even Valentine's Day, but the sale will be over before Valentine's Day. That's what the timer's telling us. Celebrity Cruises, 75% off semi-annual sale. Again, a timer. Oh my goodness. And Princess, not to be outdone, also has a timer and up to $200 off. The prices that I'm going to show you here today, they are not travel agent prices. These are Consumer Joe, Consumer Susie prices. You can go to any of these websites that I'm showing you here today, and you can see the prices. If you're interested in what deals a travel agent can offer you, what those prices look like, that's a different video entirely that I'll put here. But this is for the do-it-yourself consumer. So let's hop in and see what the state of the industry has in mind for us. First, we always like to talk about last minute. So that's within the next 60 days. Royal Caribbean, best you can do right now is a 5-day cruise, about $661, and then about $1,000 for a balcony. And I'm showing you this because the demand for cruises right now is very high, which means there's not a lot of incentive, or the deals aren't as rich as they were historically to get you onto a cruise. So the prices are very elevated. Now this in yellow, for those of you that are on Royal and are not familiar with the term Royal Up, what Royal Caribbean likes to do is they will upgrade everybody in a lower room. We'll give you the opportunity. I'll put a video on exactly how that works here if you're interested. But they will move everybody from interior ocean view balcony to a suite. Ocean view to a balcony, interior to an ocean view. And then with that inventory of the interior cleared, they will then resell that to you because that's the lowest priced room. And for those bargain hunters, that's how they get you on the ship with the last minute deals. Royal Caribbean, here's their last minute deal. Cheapest I can find is $589 and $914 for a balcony. But again, here we go. Last really close, like tomorrow, $660 for interior, balcony, and suites are sold out. So let's hop into the state of the industry before spring break. So this is over time. Is now the time to buy a cruise before spring break? Nah, prices are elevated high. I wouldn't say so. And here's the spring break prices. The best prices you can find on Royal Caribbean right now actually are on their Oasis class ship out of Galveston. So you can fly to Hobby or George Bush Intercontinental. These are the best prices that you can find. You can pause to read here just in case you're interested in kind of last minute deals. But otherwise, these are the prices. Interior, ocean view, balcony, and suite. You can get a suite for, looks like, under $1,900. That's not bad. These prices that you see here include port fees and taxes, and they are per person, assuming there's 2 people in a room. Those numbers will go down if you need 3 or more people in. And off we go to look at spring break against Norwegian Cruise Line's Carnival. And the prices right now, this is close to last minute territory, very much entering it. I do want to stay a theme. I've noticed that Carnival is edging down on their prices. And you'll see that here in a minute. Let's move on to after spring break, but before summer break. An important distinction because summer break has higher prices. Spring Break has higher prices, but that in between, the peanut butter and jelly of the bread, of the peanut butter and jelly sandwich, if you will, has lower prices. And that is true because once we go to pre-spring break and add in Mardi Gras and Celebration and Jubilee, you'll notice that pre-summer break, the demand for this class of ship is very high. So if you're shopping for a cruise, you might say, hey, what kind of cruise ship should I get on? I don't have kids. Well, you probably may not want Mardi Gras and Celebration because they have so much entertainment, like the pool deck. They're a little bit more than your Horizons and Magic, which also have a lot of entertainment, but just not as much family entertainment, certainly on the pool deck anyway. And the prices reflect that. So Carnival, they've raised their prices. There was a little dip here right around Christmas, and then right when Christmas hit, boom, the prices went up. With the Icon before summer break, Icon, we also have Utopia on here, but Icon is all over the place. There was a nice little dip here, and now it's high. It's high. Let's just call it what it is. Interior's high, balcony is high right now, and Utopia, these are 3-4 day cruises. But again, they're high. They're elevated before spring break. Inventory's not very much. There's not a lot there. Let's hop into summer season. The industry as a whole, rooms are going higher for Royal Caribbean balcony, but here's that little dip. It's not as exaggerated as it will be here in a few slides, but Carnival did decrease their prices. And I looked at probably hundreds of sailings that I would say on average $25 to $55 for a balcony, and maybe $15 to $20, $30 for interior. So Carnival actually is lowering their prices. So these are prices for summer. And if you're looking to get on, grab your kids, maybe a family reunion, if you will, here's that Carnival dip. You can't see it here, but it goes from about $1,475 down to under $1,400. So $1,375. That was the best deal I could find for a Jubilee balcony. Celebration balcony, Mardi Gras balcony, also went down to just north of $1,300 as well. So there's certainly there's some savings there, and Celebration's a little bit cheaper. And the reason I like showing all three of these, which cruise port is it easier for you to get in and out of? Because the ship is essentially the same. But if getting to a cruise port's cheaper for you, you can factor that into the cost. Let's hop into summer break. This is right before Star of the Seas launches. If you're looking for the Icon class ship, very similar. I show you the entire industry. Icon is in a class of its own in terms of cost and demand right now. It is out of sight. Worth noting, summer break, this is the lowest price that I have seen for a balcony room since I started doing this. A pretty substantial drop in cost that I've seen right now. So if you're looking at it, go take a look. And this is the best price. That's just what we'll say. Let's hop into hurricane season. So when the kids are, out of school, cost is very high, and then when the kids go back into school and the weather starts ramping up, and the cost goes down quite a bit, and you've seen that in the prices here. Here's a Royal Caribbean dip. We're getting away from New Year's Day, and poof, here we are. Prices are starting to increase a little bit for balcony rooms over hurricane season, but just history being a tale. Here we go with President's Day coming up. Before Black Friday, Cyber Monday, prices increase. Christmas, increase. New Year's Day, increase. So there's a theme. I would expect the prices to go up as we get into President's Day, which is next weekend. Hurricane season for Mardi Gras and Celebration. Here we go. Here's that Carnival sale I was telling you about. The prices did go down quite a bit. As a matter of fact, they're the lowest that I have seen since I've started doing this. Certainly for the Jubilee, and also for the Celebration. Mardi Gras is a little bit higher than the lowest we've ever seen, but that's not bad. Now's the time. Here is the hurricane season. Now Icon, with Carnival we saw prices go down. Star of the Seas comes out. That's another 10,000 person ship, and the prices have only went up. They're the highest they've ever been, and every day it gets higher still. So hurricane season is not the time to get on an Icon class ship. or at least to get a good deal. If you got disposable money, you're probably not watching a video on how to get the best cruise deals anyway. This Thanksgiving is certainly higher than next Thanksgiving. As a matter of fact, as you'll see here in a little bit, next Thanksgiving's prices are a little cheap. Well, actually a lot cheaper than what we're seeing right now. And the pricing trend actually is increasing a little higher still. Caribbean Thanksgiving for Mardi Gras, again, continuing the theme, prices are increasing. And for Icon, prices are a little mixed, I would say, up and down, depending upon the ship that you want. But there you go. Christmas, prices are going down just a kiss, but they're still elevated from the best price we've ever seen for Carnival. Prices are edging a little higher for Royal Caribbean, but the interior rooms are going down. So if you're looking for an interior room, those are going down. For the Mardi Gras, the Excel class ships, Mardi Gras Celebration Jubilee, prices are flat, declining for balcony, but still high, still off of the highs. And then interior rooms are also edging higher, except on the Celebration, which is about 150 per person cheaper, and is about the lowest price that we have observed. For the Icon class ships, just throw your money in a fire pit because the prices are high, and it continues to go high. So Icon balcony continues to go up. We have the Star balcony is close to just a little above the highest price that we've ever seen, and the interior rooms kind of zigzag, but I would use the term elevated to describe the prices. Let's flash forward a year from now. Pre-spring break, prices are flat. So the further in time we get, I would say it's stable. Royal Caribbean does bounce up and down a little bit, but I would say here's that Carnival decrease again, and the balcony rooms. So, but everyone else seems to be pretty flat. As we head into spring break, again, very similar theme, flat. Carnival's decrease. After spring break, Royal Caribbean up and down. Carnival, again, the decrease is noted. When we isolate Carnival against their Excel class ships, you will see that decrease here as well. And so if you can make it down to Miami, the Celebration balcony is under $1,000 at about $980. But everyone has seen the dip, and these are the lowest prices that we have seen, even in the interior rooms, since we've started doing this. So now is the time for, if you're looking at that time frame next year. Then we get into pre-summer prices. I would say they're up and down, but they're still lower now than they've ever been. Not necessarily a dramatic dip. If we go into, apologies, that was Icon class ship. It's not Mardi Gras. It's the pre-summer for Icon with Star. It's flat. It's high flat, slight decrease. It is the lowest price that we've ever seen, but it is still high. Summer break. Let's hop into the industry here. Kids are out of school. These prices are going up. Carnival's still the little nudge down there for their balcony rooms. If we go into the summer just for the Excel class ships, it's down, but it's still just a kiss higher than it's ever. But it's stable. The wave is stable. You got plus or minus $20 on either side. If we go into the summer for Icon class, and this is right before Legend of the Seas is going to drop. If you're interested in getting Legend of the Seas information, shoot me your email, and I'll add you to the Facebook group for that. But summer, take a look at this. This is the lowest price we've ever seen. So if you're looking to get on a Star balcony out of Port Canaveral, that is the lowest price. And there's a fair amount of onboard credit for a room like that. So anyway, certainly worth noting. Let's go to hurricane season as a whole. Prices always are the lowest. This is amongst the lowest that you'll see them. And if we go in and look at Mardi Gras Celebration Jubilee, prices did decline, but note they were so elevated from before that it's just a wash. So it's just a deal, not a bad deal, not a good deal. It's just a deal. When you get into Icon, the Icon balcony is lower, and this is the lowest that we've seen it. Star balcony is just ever a kiss higher, and the interior rooms are, I would say, relatively flat. But I like this little zigzag because that is around the holidays. It gives you a good idea of the increase that you'll see at a holiday. So there you go. And this is Thanksgiving next year. This is the cruise industry as a whole. Carnival has the dip. Everyone else is relatively flat. Mardi Gras and Celebration. So if you're looking to go, these are ships. These are itineraries, like an itinerary, not a composite average, not the lowest against. And you can see that it is relatively flat. They're, flat, low, elevated, and then a little low. So these are the prices now for that. And then you got the interior down here. Icon came out very high, and then it just kind of went zigzagged. This is the lowest that we've seen them for Thanksgiving of 2026. And then we got Christmas finishing strong for next year. Carnival continuing the theme, flat to lower now. Mardi Gras, a little bit of movement around. Again, I would use the term flat. If you're looking to go to Alaska, here's the Alaska deals for you. We got interior rooms starting at $669. If you're willing to go on May 9th, you may have a decent chance of seeing Northern Lights, if there ever was a chance. And then if you're looking for a 5-day sailing, Quantum of the Seas out of Seattle, $826 for a balcony it's pretty good, because everyone else is about $1,200 on the 7-day sailing out of Vancouver. Once we get out of early the 2025, here's what they look like for 2026. About $750 is the best you can do for an interior, and again, a sub $1,200 for a balcony out of Seattle on Voyagers of the Seas. Carnival, $859 is the best I can see. $1,278 for a balcony. Early May sailings, May 1st, May 8th. And for 2026, sub $1,000 interior. It's just this year's cheaper than next year's the theme. And these bar charts will confirm the theme from the Caribbean, that Carnival did lower their prices universally on the sailings here. So this is before summer break. This is summer break. Carnival and Royal Caribbean both dropped their prices. And after summer break. So this is when the season really winds down. Again, you see the theme. Carnival dropped their prices. Royal Caribbean's going down. The thing about going next year, well, Carnival raised their prices. Royal Caribbean raised their prices for next year, and it's flat to finish out the season. If you have any questions, I hope this kind of gave you a state of the cruise biz. Let me know if you have any questions. Happy to help. Otherwise, travel safe.